Warning. The stunts in the following video are performed by a trained expert with 30+ years of Minecrafting experience. For the protection of yourself and those around you, do not attempt anything you are about to see at home. Enjoy. What is up, everybody? Today we are back on Minecraft, and today we are going to be taking a look at some more myths in the wonderful land of Minecraftia. And you guys really seem to like this series, and I really do enjoy making it because I seem to learn something new every single time. I'm almost always amazed with at least one of the myths that we test. So hopefully this episode will be no different. But before we actually get into the myths, I'd just like to say that if you guys have any myths that you'd like to submit, feel free to do so down in the comments, and it may be selected for the next episode. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the first myth. And that comes from two different people, being Austin and Chuckwagon. And the myth is that if we go ahead and we shoot an arrow through some lava, and obviously consequently light the arrow on fire, we can then ignite some TNT. So as you guys are going to see, this episode has quite a bit to do with TNT, so it'll be a blast. And we're just going to go ahead and start here. We're just going to make ourselves a lava wall, and I probably should have done this beforehand. Probably should. Oh, this is bad. Oh, that's not what I meant to do at all. Okay, so our lava wall is a little bit thicker than I intended. But I guess that'll be alright, and just because I know I'm probably going to miss if I only have one block of TNT down, plus everybody knows that the more TNT you use, the better off your life will be. That's just like a fact. If anybody ever tells you that less TNT is a good idea, or anybody ever says you think you got too much TNT, that person's not your real friend. That person's the enemy. That person is the enemy, and you need to watch out for that. Okay, so let's go ahead and test this out. We got TNT explodes on. And apparently all we need to do is go ahead and shoot this arrow through the lava and see if we get an explosion. And oh, that actually works. For some reason, I did not think that that was actually going to work. I mean, I guess I've never really had a reason to shoot TNT through lava, but you can see there that does actually work. So that myth is indeed, wow, I'm still shocked. Oh, and you guys can see my some of my little redstone contraptions down in there. But you guys can see that myth is confirmed. Oh, sweet mama. Oh, no! Wow, I was going to try and test this again just because it was so awesome. And then, of course, the lava had to touch my TNT. Ah! Alright, so disappointment kind of ensued, like I said, after I tried to do that myth again. Teardrops. But either way, our second myth comes from Mark. And that myth is that if we go ahead and we take ice and stone, or ice in any block, I guess, for that matter, and we put it down and we run and jump on top of the ice with blocks above our head, we will apparently move super fast. So I know that that might have been a little bit confusing, but obviously I have the comment on screen for you to take a look at. So I guess essentially what we need to do is just take a bunch of ice, place it in this straight line, followed by some blocks 2 blocks above the ice, and then run and jump on those blocks, and apparently we are going to move super fast. So there are our 2 blocks, and this is where we're going to be running, and then right here is where our head is going to hit when we try and jump. So you can see there the sun is setting, and it's going to be perfect because I'm not going to run at night. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish building this, and I'm going to take a sleep, and then we are going to test it out. So the sun is rising on this beautiful day, and you can see here, obviously I've completed a very complex track here. So I guess the idea is we just go ahead and, let me get a running start here. So I'm just going to go ahead so we can actually see if there's a speed difference. So here will be our starting platform, and yeah, actually let's cap that off there, like that, and then we'll go ahead and we'll connect this. So apparently, if I just go ahead and I run and jump, if I can even get in there, let me in there. There we are. Okay, so apparently, if I just run and jump along this track, when I hit the ice, I'm going to go ahead and start moving a lot faster. So I guess we're gonna try it out. Obviously, I am in creative mode, but I'm not flying right now, as you can see. So that won't affect us at all. And I guess here we go. So here's our speed. Is that faster? Is that faster than normal? I guess I don't know. Was that any faster than normal? I don't know. Let me see. Let me go ahead and let me build off. You can see we have our death lava there down below, so there's absolutely no risk at all in building this out. I mean, no danger. No danger. Alright, there we are. So let's go ahead and we can go ahead and connect these just like Maybe like that. Maybe. Possibly. Huh. Ah. And there we are. Okay. So now let's see if there is a speed difference here. Okay, so here's our normal speed and ice. Okay, I actually think we might move a little bit faster, to be honest. Oh, we're going off the track. I'm sorry. Okay, but I think that we actually might have moved a little bit fast. Let's go ahead and test it from this side. Okay. So here's our speed, and we hit the stone. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, I definitely think it's a little bit faster. It's not faster by much, but I definitely think it's faster by a little bit, and I'm not entirely sure why that is, right? Because obviously when you walk on ice, you're slower than you are normally. But it seems like you move faster. I don't know. Maybe it's like you jump more or something? I don't know. I'm sure there's some kind of scientific explanation that I don't know. Because here at Minecraft Mythbusters with James, we don't actually do real science. We just kind of make it look like science by blowing stuff up and creating huge craters. But I think that works. I'm not entirely sure how you would use this in your world to move around faster. But I think that the speed difference is pretty minute. I do think it's there. So this myth is confirmed. Alright, now before we actually go ahead and get into this third myth, I'd like to go ahead and give a shout out to Fisher Vivian. Vivian, I think that's how you say that. If you guys saw that little thing at the beginning where I was a Minecraft expert with 30 years plus experience or whatever, that was actually came from this comment right here. I thought it was totally hilarious, so I figured I'd throw it into the video. And I want to go ahead and give credit where credit is due, so thank you very much, Fisher, for that. And let's go ahead and get right on into the third myth. And that comes from Cody and Daniel. And you can tell here from all the stuff I have in this chest that there's going to be a little bit of setup. But essentially the myth is that if we go ahead and we take a bunch of arrows, and I do mean a lot of arrows, and shoot it into a block of TNT and then explode that block of TNT, we will apparently get an arrow bomb. So I'm going to go ahead and build us a little contraption to shoot an absolute massive amount of arrows. Because my philosophy with arrows is just like it is with TNT, and that's that you can never have too much. Boom! Alright, so you guys remember what I just said about never having too many arrows? Well, you guys should know me well enough to know that I wasn't kidding when I said you can never have too many arrows. So obviously I have this little contraption here that is going to shoot an absolute massive number of arrows into that block of TNT. And we're just going to go ahead and let it do some work here. And whenever these arrows are done shooting, we're going to go ahead and stop it. And we're going to test it out. Now, I can't even actually tell if any more arrows are actually being added to that, or if we've actually just broke the number of arrows that you can put on this world. However, I think that by any standard, that is a lot of arrows in a block of TNT. And now, apparently, if we detonate it, we're going to go ahead and make ourselves an arrow bomb. So let's go ahead and get rid of these extra dispensers. And we're going to go ahead and blow it up. So if these arrows that are currently on that block of TNT, as you can obviously see, if they go flying, this will be the first episode in the history of Mythbusters that has had all confirmed myths. So, with that in mind... Oh, that's another block of TNT. Okay. I thought that was redstone. That wasn't redstone. Let's go ahead and do this. I don't want to get too close because then I'm going to pick up the arrows. There we are. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and put this down. And if those arrows go flying... Oh, wait a minute. What happened? Oh, that didn't work at all! What? What? I just totally built this up to be the most amazing, the most incredible, all confirmed Mythbusters episode ever, and then we get this. We get the arrows all in the ground, chilling. I mean, that's like a million arrows. Look how many arrows we got. We got a lot of arrows, and none of them went flying. So I guess it looked like when we actually put down the, or when we activated the block of TNT, as you guys know, when you activate TNT, it just kind of falls and becomes kind of a block that you can't put anything on. And when we did that, the arrows all just seemed to fall to the ground and not make a TNT bomb explosion awesomeness. So, I guess that myth was actually busted! And I guess this isn't the all-confirmed almighty episode of Mythbusters that I thought it was going to be. That was kind of a fun myth, though. I kind of like watching all those arrows shoot and building this very non-high-tech contraption that that shot a lot of arrows. So anyway, I think that's about all for this episode of Mythbusters. I hope you guys did enjoy, and if you did, feel free to drop me a like down below, and make sure you guys subscribe for some more Minecraft console content, as well as Mythbusters in the future, because I will have an absolute massive amount of content coming for you guys out over the summer, so make sure you guys strap in for that. As well as if you guys, like I said at the beginning, have any myths that you'd like to submit feel free to do so down in the comments section, and maybe your myth will be showcased in the next episode. And like I said, I think that's about it for me. I really do appreciate you guys coming out to watch the video, and I hope you guys did enjoy. And I will see all of you guys in the next video. Peace! God.